IQ Flow Presence. 15 signs you're an INFJ, the world's rarest personality type. The acronym INFJ stands for introversion, intuition, feeling, and judgment. This personality type is considered to be one of the rarest of the 16 Myers Briggs personality types and makes up only about 2% of the world's population. People who have this personality type have very unique characteristics that help them stand out from other individuals. They can be incredibly mysterious and emotionally intelligent, and are sometimes referred to as the counselor or advocate. Although we may think we know a lot about this personality type, it is in fact very misunderstood. So, let's explore some of the main traits of the INFJ personality type and find out if you're one of them. Number 1. Different wavelength. INFJs tend to feel like outsiders due to the fact that most other individuals are on a different wavelength than they are. Their dominant function is intuition. They subconsciously notice patterns in basically everything. Mostly, these patterns have to do with human nature because of their secondary function, feeling, which draws them toward others. Intuition is an individual's ability to subconsciously understand something without knowing how or why they know it. Since intuition works subconsciously, it can be described as a sort of psychic ability. However, INFJs often have a difficult time trying to explain this sixth sense to other people, which often leads them to feeling isolated or purely misunderstood. Number 2. Want things perfect and often procrastinate. People with this personality type often deal with a constant fear of failure. They strive for perfection and strive to surpass the normal capabilities of a regular individual. This means that INFJs procrastinate a lot due to their subconscious need to find absolute perfection in mostly everything. Even though, realistically, they can do all of these things they're afraid of without having to try so hard. With that said, INFJs have a hard time dealing with criticism, because it really stands out in their minds, sometimes washing out the positive feedback they get. However, as they become more mature, they find it easier to release themselves from this need of perfection. They may allow themselves to make more mistakes, or focus on their self-confidence to achieve remarkable results pertaining to their life goals. Number 3. Value beauty and quality. Beauty and quality are things that an INFJ strives to find in just about everything. They simply prefer to be surrounded by sophistication and beauty. They are especially drawn to high-quality things such as fine food, nice clothes, and anything of good craftsmanship. And although their focus on sophisticated items goes against their spiritual nature, beauty is a very inspiring and calming force to them. Having said that, INFJs are typically minimalists. They would rather have a few nice things than a bunch of mediocre ones. Number 4. Exude warmth and charm. Most of us don't often sit next to a stranger and find ourselves telling them our biggest fears, dreams, and personal secrets. But INFJs are such charming people that it's not uncommon for a stranger to readily share such information with them. People with this personality type typically have an aura that makes others feel incredibly comfortable and at peace when they're around them. Just about everybody enjoys being in their company, and they are very good at putting people at ease. Not only are they comfortably trustworthy and charming individuals, but they are also wonderful listeners who speak in understandable terms and meet others where they are. Number 5. Highly perceptive of others. INFJs are able to read other individuals very well, and they are able to understand their emotional states and motivations in seconds. On the other hand, they themselves aren't as easy to understand, and that can be difficult when you're trying to understand someone as well as they understand you. INFJs are not only very good at reading other people's emotions and feelings, they also use their intuition to dig deep below the surface of another individual's mind. They find themselves intrigued with how other people's minds work and figuring out what makes them unique in their own way. They can often easily tell when somebody is lying to them or even when someone is lying to themselves. Number 6. Absorb other people's emotions. It's common for INFJs to absorb other people's emotions and interpret them as their own feelings. For example, if somebody else around them is excited, they will often get excited as well. If someone is stressed or anxious, They may feel stressed or anxious too. Feeling other people's emotions in addition to their own can be overwhelming. But it also provides a better understanding of those feelings and the ability to heal and comfort others. INFJs can confidently tell other people that they're going to be okay. Number 7. Create deep emotional intimacy. Most INFJs can seem reserved or shy in the presence of people they don't know well. They are often perceived as mysterious or merely private. But actually, they are quite relational. It can just take a little bit of time for them to open up to others and show their true selves. INFJs crave authentic connections and seek to trust people on a deeper level. And because of their ability to empathize and have meaningful conversations, they establish strong emotional bonds with the people they trust. Number 8. True introverted nature. Although INFJs are easy to socialize with, they are introverted individuals. They know how to efficiently blend into social settings, but they may also feel totally at peace with a rather small circle of friends who are trustworthy and deserving of their love. Like most introverts, INFJs usually get overwhelmed and exhausted in large social settings or crowds. Even though they have an innate ability to strive in these social settings, they also need their own individual alone time to relax and recharge. Number 9. Sensitive to conflict. Conflict tends to send INFJ personality types into a state of stress. They strive to create harmonious relationships with the people close to them, and they desire for those people to help maintain the harmony in the relationship. When a conflict arises, it can physically disrupt their seemingly constant optimistic nature. They will often have trouble sleeping or concentrating when they are thinking about a conflict that has to do with them or somebody they care about. It can even stress out their bodies to the point where they get muscle aches, headaches, stomach pains, or other unwanted bodily disturbances. Of course, this does not mean that people with this personality type seek to avoid all conflict. But over time, INFJs learn to set healthy boundaries for conflicts while standing up for their own needs at the same time, and they do so with absolute understanding of others. Number 10. Future-focused. Willpower is a very important aspect of this personality type. INFJs will often do whatever they can to move themselves closer to their personal goals. For example, if they're in a relationship that seems to be going nowhere, or they are employed somewhere they don't like or don't see a future in, they will break off the relationship or quit their job. Furthermore, INFJs are also very critical of past circumstances, and they tend to remember the bad experiences. To avoid the negative feelings that often accompany these flashbacks, they typically prefer to live a life focused on the future. Number 11. Gravitate toward people who need help. An INFJ is able to see the good in other people. However, they often fall victim to the broken wing theory, as they believe they can rescue others. They often find themselves gravitating toward people who need help due to their ability to compassionately help and heal others. This can be rewarding for INFJ personality types, but if boundaries get overstepped, it can also feel very stressful or frustrating. Number 12. Intellectual thinker. INFJs often find themselves thinking very deeply about their purpose, meaning, and what makes everything in their lives the way they are. They enjoy music, reading, and philosophical or spiritual matters because of their love for learning new things and further expanding their understanding of the world. Naturally, because of their need to understand such deep revelations, INFJs do not fall victim to trivial conversation or gossip. This is an extremely positive characteristic, but it also provides challenges in enjoying simple things, such as watching a movie or having coffee with colleagues. INFJs often have a difficult time relaxing or doing regular day-to-day activities without overthinking them. Number 13. Gifted in language. Due to their introverted nature, INFJs typically spend their alone time engaging in their personal hobbies. Being so insightful provides for a vast expanse of creativity and is often accompanied by a great understanding of language. However, INFJs tend to prefer writing over speaking, because writing is an outlet that allows them to express their creative thoughts or ideas without as many barriers. Conversations with others can easily fall short or become negative when talking about such opinionated matters, so they avoid talking a lot unless it's necessary. Writing provides a sense of relaxation and peacefulness because it is a wider plane for releasing one's deepest thoughts. INFJs are often very talented and successful writers because of their ability to employ divine symbolism and intrigue in their writing. Number 14. Work best alone or in small groups. Although INFJs get along very well with others, they often do their best work when they work alone, without any interference from others. Or, they may work with a few individuals whom they trust and have similar thought processes to their own. And while INFJs are emotional and highly sensitive individuals, they can be quite analytical and scientific as well. They often enjoy a career associated with science, research, or technology. Number 15. Focused on what's right. Due to their loving and healing nature, INFJs often feel compelled to protect others. They may stand up to bullies on another person's behalf, or focus on helping somebody who is undergoing a difficult situation in life. If they choose a career where helping others isn't necessarily involved, they will likely donate money or find time to volunteer for a charity. INFJ personality types also find themselves with a fear of being a bad person, which motivates them to do what they believe is right. The INFJ personality type is complicated and quirky, and sometimes downright contradictory. And like every personality type out there, INFJs have both strengths and weaknesses. But understanding their characteristics can help others get along with them better. Of course, some of these traits are things many people can identify with, so the best way to determine your personality type is to take a test developed by specialists. However, if you can relate to most of these signs, chances are good that you are an INFJ, the world's rarest personality type. Let us know what you think. How many of these traits do you resonate with? Are you an INFJ? If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell so you get notified when we post a new video. Thanks for watching.